Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful's Liam Spencer is trying to embrace life while knowing he is dying. But is he about to receive a miracle cure like Eric Forrester? Or is this really it for the man who could never make up his mind between Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester? When Liam was first diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor, it was assumed that John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, would find a cure at the last second, the same way he did for Eric, and Liam would be saved. But now that does not seem like it is going to happen, at least according to Scott Clifton. In a recent interview with Michael Fairman TV, Clifton spoke in detail about the story but was careful not to specify whether Liam was really going to die. Instead, fans can guess what will happen from what he implies. He was very clear that B&B is not doing a complete repeat of Eric's mystery illness. "I don't want to repeat John McCook's wonderful story from last year. I don't think you guys want to see a do-over of that wonderful story," Clifton said. "I think that would be the easy way out." Clifton said that he was happy when he learned Liam was going to get a front-burner story after barely being on screen for well over a year. However, he was surprised to hear what the story would be. "I can't tell you where the rest of that conversation went, but I know where this is going," Clifton said. Bradley Bell, head writer and producer, is not playing around. "I'll put it that way. Hope, Annika Noel, may have told Liam she wants to be with him forever after learning of his tumor, but Clifton was quick to say this is not a romantic love story. This is a different kind of love story. It's about grief. It's about loving people after you're gone. How can I continue to love you when I don't exist anymore?" If Liam doesn't exist anymore, then it seems pretty clear where this story is headed, and it looks to be a tearjerker for all. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, few characters evoke as much conflicting emotion as Liam Spencer. Played masterfully by Scott Clifton, Liam has been the brooding heartthrob, the conflicted lover, the perpetual flip-flopper, and now, possibly, a man on the brink of death. But what no one expected was Scott Clifton himself to drop the bombshells that have sent shockwaves through the fanbase. Liam might be dying, and the fallout could change everything in LA. In a recent behind-the-scenes exclusive turned plot-swirling frenzy, Scott Clifton teased a farewell that fans aren't ready for. So buckle up, because this creative spoiler takes you deep into what might be the most emotional, dramatic, and game-changing arc Liam Spencer has ever faced. Liam might not make it, Scott's cryptic confession. It all began during an off-camera interview for a Daytime Awards reel where Scott Clifton, always the philosophical and deeply engaged actor, reflected on Liam's journey. He's a man torn by guilt, obsession, love, and lately, pain. Physical pain, mental exhaustion. What if all this time we were watching a man slowly dying? The interviewer, stunned, pressed for clarity. Was this a metaphor? Scott just smiled. "You'll have to watch and see. But what I will say is this. Liam's next arc is his most honest, and maybe his most final." Cue soap Twitter in flames. Fans dissected every word. And behind the scenes, the creative team of The Bold and the Beautiful reportedly rewrote several scenes to amplify the tension around Liam's health. But what could be killing Liam, and who knows? The on-screen clues: headaches, hallucinations, and forgetting Steffy's name. For weeks, eagle-eyed viewers noticed a subtle shift in Liam. He seemed unsteady, distracted. A lingering headache here. A moment of confusion there. In one now famous scene, Liam stared at a photo of Steffy and Kelly, only to murmur, "Hope, why are you in this picture?" But it was Steffy's photo, a hallucination, a sign of memory loss. At Forrester Creations, Liam collapsed during a confrontation with Thomas. While initially chalked up to stress, the doctors at University Hospital delivered a harrowing line: "We found something. We need to run more tests." Finn, already burdened with suspicion over Sheila's lingering manipulations, insisted on taking the lead on Liam's case. I need to know what's wrong with him, Finn told Steffi, avoiding eye contact. Because it's not just stress. The diagnosis that changes everything. In an emotional, tear-filled sequence set to air this Friday, Finn sits across from Liam in a sterile hospital room. The air is heavy with dread. Liam, trying to make a joke, says, "This better not be a brain tumor. That's too cliché, even for me." Finn doesn't laugh. "There's a growth," he says quietly. "A glioblastoma. Aggressive. Inoperable." Liam's smirk fades. The camera lingers as Scott Clifton delivers one of the most hauntingly raw performances of his career. "I don't understand," Liam whispers. "I've got a daughter, 2 daughters. What do you mean it's inoperable?" Finn, who's used to bad news, chokes up for the first time. "I'm sorry, Liam. Without treatment, you may have 6 months. With treatment, maybe a year." Hope's breakdown, and the secret she's hiding. When Hope finds out, she spirals. She rushes into Liam's hospital room, her hair undone, mascara smeared from crying. "You can't do this," she sobs. "You can't leave me like this." Liam, trying to stay strong, holds her hand. "I'm not dead yet." But Hope is hiding something, a huge something. Earlier that week, she took a pregnancy test. Positive. She hasn't told Liam. She was going to wait until the right time. But now there might not be a right time at all. In a gut-wrenching twist, she chooses not to tell him. "He can't handle this now," she whispers to Brooke. "If he thinks he's going to die, and he knows he's leaving another child behind, it will break him." Bill Spencer's rage, and a desperate plan. When Dollar Bill learns the truth about Liam's diagnosis, he spirals into something primal. In a scene that will air next Tuesday, Bill storms into Finn's office, shoving aside nurses and slamming his fist on the desk. "You're a doctor, damn it," he roars. "You fix people. You fix my son." Finn, struggling with his own guilt, replies softly, "There's no cure, Bill. I'm sorry." But Bill doesn't take no for an answer. He contacts a black market experimental clinic in Zurich, and what follows is a whirlwind of ethical dilemmas and desperation. Can he smuggle Liam into a trial program without the FDA's approval? Could a dangerous and untested treatment be Liam's only hope? Steffi's confession, and the kiss that changes everything. Meanwhile, Steffi, who had closed the door on her relationship with Liam for good, finds herself haunted by old memories. She recalls their time in Aspen, their first kiss, the day Kelly was born. And one night, she shows up at Lamb's place with a bottle of wine and a notebook full of old poems he wrote during their marriage. "I didn't come here to confuse you," she says softly. "But if you only have 6 months left, I didn't want them to pass without telling you that I never stopped loving you." They kiss. Hope walks in. The fallout, Hope versus Steffi, round 999. Hope is devastated. Steffi is unapologetic. Liam, weakened and confused, begs them not to fight. But it's no use. The battle reignites. "You're using his illness to rewrite history." Hope shouts. "You had your chance. And you think keeping his child a secret is any better?" Steffi retorts, "Yes, she figured it out." Hope's glowing skin. Her unusual fatigue. "You're pregnant, aren't you?" Hope goes silent. Then she nods. Now Liam's faced with something even harder than his own death, 2 women fighting over how he should spend what time he has left. And a child he may never get to meet. Scott Clifton's Emmy reel, the final monologue. In a quiet moment alone, Liam records a video message on his phone. The scene is a single take, no music, no flashbacks, just raw emotion. "To Kelly, Beth, and whoever's coming next," he begins, his voice trembling. "I don't know how much time I have. But I want you to know that I loved you from the start. Even if I'm not there to walk you to school, or watch you fall in love, or tell you how proud I am of you, know that you were always my reason." He pauses, breathes, and looks into the lens with tears in his eyes. "I'm sorry for my mistakes. I was flawed. I hurt people. But I tried. I really, really tried to be a good man. Cut to black. Ridge and Brooke step in, the family reunites. In a rare show of unity, Ridge and Brooke put aside their own drama to gather everyone at the Forrester mansion. Liam, now using a cane, stands at the center of a circle of family: Hope, Steffi, Bill, Wyatt, even Thomas and RG. This isn't a funeral, Ridge says. It's a celebration. We're here to remind Liam that he's not alone. Everyone takes a turn telling Liam what he means to them. Even Thomas, humbled, says, "You are always better than me. I hated you for that. But you were the man I should have been." Hope finally reveals the truth. "I'm pregnant." Liam collapses into her arms, crying. Thank you for telling me." The cliffhanger. A seizure, a flatline, and a whisper. The episode ends with Liam walking along the beach at sunset, holding Hope's hand. Suddenly, he stumbles, falls, starts seizing. Hope screams. Cut to the hospital. Finn is shouting orders. Clear. A jolt of electricity. Flatline. Bill is yelling. Steffi is sobbing. Rook is praying. The monitor beeps once. Then again. Liam's eyes open. He whispers one word. Dad. Coming up next, Liam's bucket list and a miracle. With a death scare behind him, for now, Liam vows to live every moment to the fullest. He makes a bucket list, takes Beth to Disneyland, has a bonfire on the beach with Kelly, tells Hope to name the baby Liam Jr. if it's a boy. But in Zurich, Bill's secret contact calls. "We've got something. It's not approved. It's risky, but it could work." Hope must decide. Risk Liam's life in a last-ditch treatment, or let him go with dignity? Final thought. Is Scott Clifton leaving the bold and the beautiful? While no official announcement has been made, Scott Clifton's chilling performances and off-screen interviews suggest that a major turning point is near. Will Liam survive? Will he leave AA? Or is this truly the end? One thing's for certain. The bold and the beautiful will never be the same. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.